Hey, it's Mango here again. Thanks for joining me for my second video of Rise Bahamut card impressions. Alright, first up we have Bahamut, a 10 mana 13/13 neutral card. When he enters the board, you destroy all other followers and amulets, but he can't attack the enemy leader if there are 2 or more enemy followers in play. Stat-wise, Bahamut is the biggest creature in the game, right beside Servant of Darkness, but Servant of Darkness you can only get from Prince of Darkness or Call of Kakitas. Being a 10 cost follower makes Bahamut very slow in the current metagame. You will lose to combo decks like D-Shift and Seraph turn before you can actually play Bahamut. Aggro decks and mid-range decks will usually kill you before turn 10, and cards like Beast Call Aria and Mordecai with last word effects don't care about being destroyed. It's actually kind of a benefit for some cards. I can see Bahamut being played in Ramp Dragoncraft just because they can get him out earlier than turn 10. This means that they can destroy an aggressive mid-range board, hopefully by turn 7. Turn 7 is where you want to kill boards like Otohime or Thinthia or Death Breath. Turn 7 is also a sweet spot against the Elena Seraph hybrid deck, where you can destroy Elena Amulet before they can play their Seraph. This could deny the Seraph player from playing Seraph on turn 8 because they'll have no way to protect themselves from your 13/13 Bahamut. Yes, Bahamut kills Path to Purgatory, but you'll probably die the next turn to a second Path to Purgatory or a Roach combo or something. To use Bahamut as a finisher, you'll have to combo him with a AoE spell like Conflagration or the new card Breath of the Salamander. Because on the turn after you play Bahamut, they can just play 2 followers to stop you from attacking their face. It makes him kind of weak as a finisher because you need to combo. In Take 2, this card will be absolutely insane. It will allow you to win from most losing situations when your opponent has a bigger board than you, and he will probably kill the next big thing that your opponent will play. Right now it's hard to predict if Bahamut will see play other than in Ramp Dragon. Next up we have the silver Forestcraft card Crystallia Lily. She is a 2-cost 2/2. If you have 6 or more play points, you can cast her for 6 instead of 2 and transform an enemy follower into a snowman. For those who don't know, a snowman is just a 1/1 follower. Lily is a versatile removal spell that can be played on turn 2 as a 2/2 body or on turn 6 as removal for a big follower. I don't know if constructed elf decks want to play her right now, just because she's a little slow, and they already have good removal in just having bigger followers to destroy enemy followers or Will of the Forest to clear the board. I would definitely pick her up in Take 2 just because of her versatile nature as a 2/2 for 2, and removal is pretty good in Arena usually. Our next card shows off the new mechanic Clash. Clash activates when a follower attacks an enemy follower or is attacked by an enemy follower. It's important to take note that if you attack an opponent's face, it will not activate Clash. Thief is a 3-cost 2/2 for Swordcraft that when you clash, you draw a card. He's also an officer. At best, Thief will probably only draw you 1 card, because it will die when it attacks, or it will die when it is attacked. I don't think this card will see play in Constructed, because it doesn't draw you the card right away, like Maid Leader does, and its stats are a little below average for a 3-drop. In Arena, the card draw is decent, though he dies to other 3-drops that have 2 attack and 3 defense. You can make up for this fact with card advantage later in the game. Next card can be quite difficult to analyze. Nephthys, an 8-cost 5/5 for Shadowcraft, has a fanfare, randomly put followers of different costs, excluding Nephthys, from your deck into play until your area is full, then destroy those followers. Take note that you can only have 5 followers on your board at a time, so played on an empty board, Nephthys will generate 4 other followers of different costs. Since this excludes Nephthys herself, it will allow you to grab a Mordecai as well, so take note of that. Worst case, this card puts followers without last words onto the board and kills them, generating you just a few shadows. But if she grabs powerful cards with powerful last word effects, like Mordecai, it can be a very big game changer. Cards looking to get off Nephthys are House Unleasher, Grave Walker, Undead King, and Mordecai. It also wouldn't be too bad to get a Skull Cradle Widow off of the effect. You can also generate some extra shadows if you get Skull Beast or Spar Toy Soldier. Also, if you get Ghostly Rider off the effect, it will give ward to Nephthys. In Constructed, Nephthys will be a fun card to attempt to build a deck around, themed around last words and generating a large amount of shadows at once. In Arena, she might be good if you get some of the cards that I mentioned before in your draft, but otherwise she's just an 8 cost 5/5, which isn't that powerful. Arena. You usually want more stats on your 8 drops. Alright, next up we have Ultimate Carrot, a neutral card. It's cost 2, it's a 2/2, and has the effect last words, put an Ultimate Carrot into your hand. So when it dies, you will get another Ultimate Carrot into your hand. This effect is quite powerful, even though at first it might seem like a joke. In an aggro deck, having unlimited accesses to 2/2s for 2 means you'll never miss a drop. So if you don't have a 3-drop, you can play your second carrot, or fill out your mana curve later in the game. Like, say you have turn 5, you have a 3-drop and a carrot, you can play both of them. Since this is a neutral card and not an officer, I don't think it'll be see play in Swordcraft, but I can see this being played in Shadowcraft and Forcecraft. In Shadowcraft, this is a constant source of shadows for your necromancy and can help fill out your curve. In Forest, this helps you with cards that look at your hand size, like Will the Forest. Kinda acts like a pseudo fairy generator. Instead, it generates a 2/2 for 2 instead of a 1/1 for 1. So a little weaker with on-play combos like Roach, but you can always alter fade away your second Ultimate Carrot if you don't want it anymore. Also generates you shadows for Path to Purgatory. Hard to say if this will replace anything in those decks I mentioned, but it seems not unplayable. In Arena, this is a pretty good neutral card, better than most other neutral cards, and in Arena, having constant card advantage is really nice. Did you ever want more than 3 Ultimate Carrots in your deck? Well, you can pick up Chef Emperor Kaiso. He's a 3 cost 2/2 neutral fanfare. Put an Ultimate Carrot into your hand. Unlike the carrot, Kaiso has less stats for his mana cost, and unless you really want more carrots in your deck, you probably won't play him in Constructed. In Arena, he's not too bad, but there's other neutral cards who have better stats for 3 cost. Next up we have the spell card Sadistic Night for Bloodcraft. Deal 2 damage to your leader, which is a common effect among Bloodcraft cards, and then deal 6 damage to an enemy follower. And with the enhanced cost of 7, you can then summon a Beast Dominator. This is probably the best removal card in the game, even outside of Bloodcraft. It's much better than Blood Rage and Crimson Purge, and costs 2 less than Dance of Death, and doesn't require you to be in Vengeance like Diabolic Drain. 6 damage kills pretty much anything in the current metagame, aside from some crazy Elena shenanigans. It even kills the optimal turn 3 Ancient Elf that's bounced 3 things. Probably one of my most favorite aspects of this card. Let's talk about playing it for its enhanced cost of 7 to get the Beast Dominator as well as the original effect. Beast Dominator is a 6/6 for 5 that normally doesn't see play in Constructed because of her downside. That at the start of your turn, deal 2 damage to your leader if Vengeance is not active for you, then give -2 attack to this follower. Since the Beast Dominator is attached to the super good effect that of 6 damage already, I think if you play it for the enhanced cost 7, you're getting just extra value out of an already good card. Since it's like playing 2 cards at once, when you're only playing 1 card, you get the value of not losing 2 cards from hand. I can definitely see Sadistic Night being played in Constructed. And in Take 2, this is a super good card. Always pick this up. Last card I'm talking about today is the Veteran Tamer. It is a 4 cost 2/3 for Havencraft. It has Fanfare, Summon a Beastly Vow. So you're getting the stats of a 3-drop for 4, but you're also getting the benefit of the Beastly Vow, which normally costs 2. So you get 2 cards in 1, and it's cheaper by 1 play point than playing 2 cards. Makes it super good. The only 4-drop that Haven usually runs is Priest of the Cudgel, so I can see this fitting into the mana curve as some extra 4-drops. Also, if you're already playing Beastly Vow, you might just want to replace them with Veteran Tamer because of the benefit of getting essentially a 2-mana 2/3. So I can see this being played and constructed. In Take 2, This card's also really good, and it's bronze, so you're probably going to see a bunch of them. And really the only other 4-drop you want to get is Priest of Gudril, so it fits the curve. It's all good. Alright, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Leave a comment if you agree or disagree with any of the points I've made in the video.
そこだ。